right, it looks like we are live. We have audio, trying a little bit different thing, you'll see. Good evening, everybody. This is meteorologist Andrew Pineiro. Right now I don't have a background. I just have my green screen. So I have the side monitor still there, but I don't necessarily need it just because there's nothing and I can just see the green screen itself. Well, that's going to change. You also might notice, got a pumpkin. I'm going to do a little carving live for you guys. So I did empty it out. I gutted the pumpkin. Nothing carved yet. I'm going to see if I have some inspirational or creative juices flowing as I'm live for you guys here. And I'm trying something different too. I do have the live setup kind of on the side. So if you do want to make any comments, definitely leave it and I'll see if I can see it on the side over there. So I do also have a interesting background, a Halloween themed background. This is a video that I got from another YouTuber. It's a free video. It's Mr. Bush 1980. So let's bring that up, and this is with the chroma key. It does have a little bit of music to it. Not sure if you guys can hear the music itself, but we got a nice little Halloween themed background. Alright, so let's get into this pumpkin. So I haven't really thought of exactly what I want to do with it, but I do a couple of things. I have 3 tools, marker, pencil, and knife. So the knife will be last, followed by then the marker, and first we'll do the pencil. Kind of getting an idea. I usually do this kind of interesting evil eyes kind of peek up front. Let's see. This idea actually came from me from another YouTuber, kind of an famous YouTuber, NKBHD. So he was doing a live kind of pumpkin carving, and I was like, you know, that's kind of an interesting idea. I'll do it too, except I got a green screen. Just transform it. Not necessarily a but we'll have some really nice weather. And throughout this, we'll talk a little bit about the weather for Halloween as well. So these eyes here, always take me a little bit of time, but I'm no graphic designer. Like one of my friends, Vito's, Tito M. If you ever wanted to search Tito M, his name is Maersk, and he does a lot of interesting videos on there. Let's see, redo this a little bit. Hello, Raymond. So there is a delay between what I see in the chat and what comes out a little bit. So, hey Raymond. Yeah? We'll be having some rain, but not necessarily quite yet. We're gonna have a little bit of a break. Going Friday and Saturday it looks like it's raining, but Sunday does look like a pretty rainy day. Oh, they are. Let's see. That's why I love having this video encoder right there. That should fix it. Now it looks like audio level wise, I'm louder than the sound effects. Let me know if that's better and you can hear me a bit better. Looks like my eraser broke. Let's see, lower these a little bit more. I do have a way for inline monitoring where I would hear the live output, but that would kind of get in the way, especially when working with knives. Yes, gotta be careful. Hey, Joe Chaffee. So, not sure if you could see kind of the eyes. Not sure if the pencil shows up, but I always pencil first just to get a little bit of an outline. Then the marker comes in so I can see it a little bit better. Okay, kind of mirror this over here. I got a little bit of the gang going, everybody.
Hey, you boys. Get out of there, boys.
Hey, Joe, have you ever done a pumpkin carving? This is kind of a first for me, doing a pumpkin carving live. Yeah, so to make it a little bit less messy, I gutted the pumpkin already, so now it's just the carving piece. Oh, looks like we got some skeletons there. I remember one of my colleagues, Jeff Banson, did that. Remember that, Joe? Alright, looks like these eyes are pretty good. I don't know if any of you guys are better graphic designers than I am, but it's not really the best at this. It's just fun. Figured I'd have fun with this since Halloween's coming up. And yes, I consider Halloween a holiday. That's why I am off of work that day, too. Hey Joe, we gotta try and figure out how to do a live stream together. That'd be kind of interesting. So, there's the eyes, evil eyes. Raymond, you and me both, we have no experience with the graphic design. Let's see. For the nose, might try a little bit off. Might try kind of your typical just triangle nose. Joe, you think this is hilarious? Yeah, I thought this was funny too. The other thing I'm going to show you, if I can get it out carefully. So I'm working with a wireless mic essentially, which is my phone, or one of my phones. I have one phone that is recording everything so you can see the main screen. The other one I'm going to have on here. This phone is the one that's capturing the audio. I just turned on the video. I'm going to switch the view temporarily. I think this might restart the video background loop, but let's see. So this is what you guys are seeing. This is my controls there. Off to the side, I can see the chat there, and I can see, it looks like it's a little bit of a delay between my view and what's going out in line, but that's typically what happens. So let me switch back here to the chroma key. There it is. Yeah, it looked like the video restarted, but having a little fun. Let me turn video feedback off on here, carefully put my audio back in my pocket. Let's see. Yes, still have audio levels. I remember last year we had the dancing mummy thing too, Joe. I don't know if we played around with the new one, but it looked like a dancing Frankenstein. I think that was that video. I think I'm just going to go with the regular triangle nose for this guy. For those in triangle and math, I'm going to try and go with an equilateral triangle. Yeah, the standard is a 30-second delay. However, in the YouTube streaming creator studio, you can actually change that delay. It's easy, the longer the delay, the easier it is streaming wise for the hardware. However, it can be near real time, which is maybe a 5 or 10-second delay. So that's what YouTube is capable of. But I don't know exactly what the delay is right now, but looks like a little bit of a delay. Either way, got the nose done. Looks like it's coming together there. Now the mouth is the challenging part. Don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll get a little bit of inspiration from the zombie horde. So I don't know if you guys watch, but one of my favorite shows, Mythbusters. It's always fun when they have the zombie hordes going through. Let's see here. Oh. Happy Halloween! So typically with the mouth, I try and just draw the outline without teeth first. So let's see, and I try and have it lined up with the corner of the eyes is where the mouth kind of starts going over. Last year, I don't have it right now, but last year the pumpkin I made I had an apple that I also carved a face into, and the pumpkin was eating the apple. I'm trying to do something a little bit different. Maybe still a cannibalistic pumpkin. Kind of interesting. I do have another small pumpkin, so maybe I'll make that cannibalistic pumpkin here. If I'm going to do the cannibalistic pumpkin idea, I got to make the mouth a little bit bigger. On one side, at least. Oh, got a little creeper guy behind me there.
Hey, you boys! Get out of there, boys! Get out of that house! Don't you know that house is haunted?
Yeah, Joe, I kind of agree with that about not entirely so, because if you remember the rain that we had back on this past Tuesday was supposed to, at least maybe 5 days out, was supposed to head a little bit more westward, west of New York City throughout the tri-state region, but it stayed fairly east. Long Island saw a lot, but once you were west of New York City, there wasn't as much, so we might be seeing the same thing. There's our little skeleton guys again. Alright, let's see. That might be good there. Oh, I forgot it upstairs, but for the teeth, typically what I do also, besides carving some out, I have toothpicks. They're sharp, but they kind of look like very menacing teeth. So that kind of looks good like that. Maybe a little bit bigger on the mouth. Too bad my graphic design friend, his channel Tito M, who maybe I can't really contact him because all my devices are being used right now. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 devices right now running for the stream, 5 devices for the stream, and 1 is what I'm using just to see the chat. Yeah, the flash flooding for Monday, or Sunday, sorry. I really don't think, again, it's going to be that much. We're going to see some steady rain. Also, Joe, I didn't look up. I'm not sure. I know we're still in a drought, I believe. I'm not sure if you remember how much of a drought we're still in some areas. But it's been dry, and then that rain did help on Tuesday, but I think we're still in a little bit of a drought in some spots. I think my marker's dying too. I also let me know if the green screen is working as well, but it looks like I'm not really having any keying issues. I know a couple times I've had some setting issues where the green screen would kind of pop through. It's called a keying effect. Looks like it's running fairly well right now. I know another friend and colleague of mine, I know Joe, you like him too, Lonnie Quinn. He mentioned not too long ago that we were still, I think, 2 to 3 inches in a rain deficit, at least for Central Park. That was before the rain we got on Tuesday. I haven't looked since then. I was on a little bit of a hiatus from last week. I had my, if you want to check out that playlist too, my vacation vlog. This was from August when I went to the Bahamas. The timing for that was when Hurricane Harvey was just making landfall in Texas, and while Hurricane Irma was just forming. So with those, in between those two, that's when I happened to be at the Bahamas, and also Jeff Banson was in the Caribbean as well. I forgot exactly. I think it was in Great Exuma Island. Was that Joe? I think that's where he was. But we were in the Caribbean at the same time, and that was kind of funny, I thought. But that video vlog is my studio camera. So right now I'm using my phone, which is what's wirelessly streaming all of the video to the iPad I have. But my studio camera, which I got just before that vacation, that's what I used for that video vlog. And the colors, you can really tell a difference. I got a little evil smirk now going. So the idea with this, I don't want to hit the microphone. There we go. This bigger part, that's kind of where I would either have an apple or a small pumpkin, so it's going to be the cannibal pumpkin. And then a little bit of a smirk, it looks like, while it's going into there. All right. Now let's get the carving. Knife time. For this, I'm actually going to take the top off. I don't know if you saw, but on the table that I had everything on, I plastic wrapped it just in case anything got a little messy. But most of the mess I saved, there's the eraser. Most of the mess I saved upstairs, not in the studio, because I didn't want to get pumpkin guts all over my green screen studio. Raymond, I think you're right too. It was that low, it wasn't entirely cut off. It was just a slow mover that was right around the Great Lakes. It was kind of just the last little lingering effect of it. As that moves out, there is high pressure coming in behind it, which is what's clearing out right now. And that's what's going to give decent weather for, it looks like, Friday and Saturday until the next rain comes in that we were talking about on Sunday. All right, let's start with the eyes here. If I bleed out from cutting myself, at least I'm live. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm just kidding, guys. And I don't. I've seen some funny things with YouTube, with other people using knives in videos where that video was blocked. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen here. Like another tech reviewer I always watch, Linus Tech Tips. He did a review on a laptop called the Razer Blade Stealth. And because he put review Razer Blade Stealth, the words Razer Blade had his video banned or flagged, at least, by YouTube. Yes, the YouTube demonetization thing. So as of right now, I don't know if I could see it here. In the dashboard, I'll go back to the live chat in a second, so I'm not going to see you guys what you're saying for here. I'm at 3,429 views as of before this video. Let me get back to live streaming. There we go. Now the chat popped up. So I was at, say, about 3,500 views. The new thing with YouTube's monetization was you have to have at least 10,000 total channel views. And I was talking with Joe Chaffee about this. So I'm not there yet. I was before in the YouTube partner program with AdSense before that rule came in. So I was making a little bit of ad revenue before that rule came in. So I have a couple of dollars in my AdSense account. But the other interesting thing, there's a threshold. I believe it's a $100 threshold. And you can't claim, here comes the eye, you can't claim any of that money before you make $100 in the ad revenue. Here's an eye. So that money's kind of locked right now. Okay, just trim out a little bit around the eye. Usually I just put glow sticks in here too. There's one. Let's get the second eye. Also, this is a fairly fresh pumpkin, so the skin feels kind of thick. Here's the second eye. Oh, well, there was a pumpkin just in the background I saw not too long ago. There's the eyes coming along. Let me trim out around the right eye a little bit. I'm dropping pumpkin guts all over my rug. There's some eyes. So this looks like maybe about a 10 to 15 second delay from what I was saying before. Yeah. This one I think cost me like 10 bucks. It wasn't that bad of a price. Let me finish cutting that. It's nice to have some local farms around that you get pumpkins fresh. Now onto the mouth. Raymond, do you have any? I know you said pumpkins are costly, but do you ever get pumpkins and you carve pumpkins? This is something I've been doing ever since I was a kid. Usually I do this with my family, but I figured I'd share this on YouTube with you guys. The only thing I gotta figure out is the dual streaming. So this video production app that I'm using on the iPad, it can only stream one at a time. So I chose YouTube right now. I would like to see if I can do like a dual stream so I could stream live to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. A kind of funny effect with the tunnel back there and the lightning. Alright, almost done with the mouth. I got the sides and the bottom. Now I'll get the top. Oh, and this knife I really only use just for pumpkin carving, like once a year. It's got a little bit of a serrated edge at the bottom, and it's flat at the top. So it's good to get in with the top piece that's not serrated, then the serrated allows me to kind of saw through the pumpkin. Alright. Here's the mouth. Kind of looks like a cantaloupe. I did not watch Joe's live stream before. I was doing a couple of things. I was getting this pumpkin. Also, I got some decorations in the front of my house. And the first time ever I'm going to try this, I got a fog machine. So, there's the mouth. Usually what I'm going to do, since I'm going to kind of make this the cannibal pumpkin, I have the little pumpkin right in here, and for the teeth, I'm going to use toothpicks again. That worked really well last year to have the apple in there. I was able to stick the toothpicks kind of in the apple, then shove it in the mouth and stick the toothpicks up into the pumpkin again. And the last thing for the carving, and then I'm going to carve out the nose, and that's about it. The toothpicks for the teeth I don't have up down here. That's upstairs. I have the studio in my basement to kind of isolate sound-wise, so there's no noise. There's no noise coming in from outside around the house. All right. Last thing here is the nose. There goes the nose. Let's see if I carve. Ooh, don't want to carve too much out of the nose. All right. Two floating heads there. So there's essentially my pumpkin carving. And for the Halloween forecast, the scarecast, let's see. Yes, I did see about the little bit of snow raven, but at least for Capital District, kind of our area, doesn't look too bad, but it's going to be getting cold. I was looking at some of the moss data with the temperatures kind of going out a week. Some areas around us can get into the 30s. It's going to be kind of your typical cold feeling Halloween. So if you do have any kids that you're watching with, definitely bundle up. You don't want to have any kind of very thin Halloween costumes because you'll be freezing outside. All right. There goes a little dance again. Let me see if turn it around there. I can't really see it with down too far, but there's another quick little look. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. It was kind of right on target of just at a half hour live now. So that'll pretty much sum it up. Thank you again for watching. I'll see all you guys around. I'll have more weather videos coming up. Also, I'll have a kind of special Halloween video. There is a kind of haunted location near us, and I did some filming there. So I'll have one of those videos coming up on Halloween itself, and in between now and then, I'll have the regular weather updates. Have a great evening, everybody. Anybody watching, Raymond, I'll see you later. I'll see you again also next week when I should be up and running with the regular weather podcast on Wednesday. Have a great evening, everybody, and if I don't see you before then, happy Halloween.